Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news will be all about CPI inflation today. First, Stats New Zealand will release our December inflation figure at 10:45am. Markets expect 7.1%. Then at 1:30 p.m. New Zealand time, the Aussies will release theirs. Their markets expect 7.5%. Misses from these expectations could well move financial markets. Internationally last week, American retail sales grew their slowest on a year-on-year basis for same-store trading, and that wasn't enough to keep pace with inflation, which was the weakest result since early 2019, excluding pandemic twists. More generally, activity in both their service and manufacturing sectors fell at a slower pace in the US in January, according to the internationally benchmarked Markit PMIs for both their factory and services sectors. These are out on a flash basis for this month. Overall, companies are shedding temporary jobs faster now in what can be an early sign of labour market contraction. In Japan, the small steps are going the other way. Japan's factories contracted slightly slower in January, and their services sector expanded slightly faster to a good to moderate pace. In Europe, the start of 2023 saw business activity rise marginally, according to their flash PMI data, showing a tentative return to growth after 6 successive months of decline. Backing that up, the German GfK Consumer Sentiment Survey improved yet again. That is, it got less negative. The latest reading was the highest since August 2022, pointing to the 4th straight month of improvement in consumer sentiment there. And the New Zealand service sector might be expanding modestly, but at least it's still expanding. The Australian services sector is contracting. The best they can say is that it contracted less in January than December. And the Aussie factory PMI has dipped slightly from a tiny expansion in December to a small contraction in January. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.48% and back down 5 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will open today at $1,931 an ounce, and that's up $8 from this time yesterday. And oil prices start today down $2 at just over $80 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is down to just over $86.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar has firmed slightly overnight, now at 65 US cents. But that is the highest of 2023 and a 2.4% appreciation. Against the Australian dollar, we start today little changed at 92.3 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're firmish at 59.8 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at 71.9 and firm from yesterday, but up only 0.7% for the year. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.